have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets.
Welcome to your Daily Strength Coach podcast, episode 18, 10 weeks out from my first meet. Hello and welcome to episode 18. This will be released hopefully on the 16th of July 2015, which will be Thursday. It is currently Wednesday night. I'm hitting up a triple header here. So episode 19, which I will release on Friday, will also be recorded tonight. And moving on to the question, which I'm taking from the bodybuilding.com forums, because there's a treasure trove of questions, more of the level that I would like. Not that I would have a specific level, but the idea of this podcast is this actionable information. You listen to a 10-minute episode and you have an answer to a query that is a problem for you or is a problem for someone else. And it's more, not to delve into the theory, although I did do that a little bit more in the last episode, more to stick to the practicality of the whole thing. I'm not saying anything strength training related or anything training related, really. So this is on the powerlifting strongman subsection of bodybuilding.com, which is one of the better forums on bodybuilding.com, which is an interesting forum. All the music is awesome. This comes from Ollie Auction Free, a 27-year-old, 0 rep power, 4 posts. Please go. Hey everyone, I was challenged with the idea of competing in a powerlifting comp being held in October. I am very new to powerlifting, but not really new to the 3 exercises required: bench, dead, and squat. My question to you all was, being that I've implemented these in my training for a couple of years, but always in a bodybuilding routine, now that I'm training specifically for these exercises and strictly strength parameters, do I stand to gain a considerable amount of strength? A little background. 187 pounds, looking to compete at 165. I'm doing the big 3x3 program. Squat, bench, dead, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Consuming plus or negative 190 grams of protein a day and only eating carbs on workout days. Post-workout, carb backloading with a huge carb refeed day on Sundays, spelled card. Current 1RMs, bench 210. I know I'm a pussy, that's 9 kilos. Squat 310, that's just shy of 140 kilos. Deadlift 385, that's about 170 kilos. My goals for the comp are to be 22 pounds lighter than I am now, but fixing my 1RM at 240, so 110 kilo bench, 340, just over 150 kilos, and deadlift 420, which is like 190. Is this all possible? Any suggestions on diet, regime, weight class? Thanks so much in advance. Yeah, I mean, the first the first poster kind of hit the nail on the head there when I asked, why would you cut 22 pounds for your first meet, 10 kilos? First of all, don't cut weight, because that's just fucking stupid. Not that cutting weight's a stupid idea if you're out of shape or you're fat, but if you just want to compete in your first powerlifting meet, you just compete. Train towards the meet and compete. So the first thing you need to do is familiarize yourself with the rules of the federation. So if you're in the IPF, that's going to mean something different than if you're competing in GPC, which means something different if you're competing in WDPF or whatever federation, or whatever alphabet soup of federation you choose to compete in. Learn the rules first. Go and find some lifters. That's definitely the best thing you can do to start with. If you train in a gym and there's some powerlifters training in that gym that compete, go and train with them at least once or twice. Talk to them, get the skinny on. What are you going to need for the meet day? Are you going to need a singlet? Are you going to need deadlift socks? Are you going to need a belt? Is the belt going to need to be a certain kind of belt? How are you getting to the meet? What are your attempts for the meet? Like, you want to squat 420, but how are you going to get to 420? Are you going to go 380, 400, 420? We've got, July now, so you have... you now have 4 months, just shy of 4 months to prepare, maybe closer to 3 months. 3 months to prepare for the meet, so you want to lose 10 kilos and put like 20 kilos on all your lifts. Yeah, maybe not a great idea. Maybe not going to happen. Look at doing 2 4-week blocks of a program. So the big 3 program sounds fine. Squat, bench, deadlift 3 times a week is all good. 3 sets of 3, as long as the loading of the percentages is cyclical in fashion somehow, or you're gauging how you're progressing with bar velocity, or you're progressing it somehow. Then that sounds sweet. Run 4 blocks of that, and then just do like a 4-week meet build up. And definitely, I personally wouldn't be trying for personal best in your first powerlifting meet, because there's no point. You're just going for the experience. So I would go with meets. I would go with targets that I know for a fact I'm going to hit. So let's say you're doing triples with 220 on the bench, doing triples with 320 on the bench. You're doing triples in the deadlift to 400. I would make them my second attempts. So you could go, say, so you did triples to 220, you could go 210, or you could go 200, 220, 230, something like that. Same for bench, like fairly narrow jumps, not massive jumps. You want to go 9 from 9 for your meet and need a lot of room on that opener in case you fuck something up. So if you're not squatting the depth, if you open heavy and you're not squatting the depth, you're fucked. You're not going to come back from that. If you open heavy on bench press, you grind it, and you miss a rack command, or you miss the press command, you're fucked. You're not coming back from it unless you dig in real hard. Same on deadlift. If you like drop it before you're told, or you miss a command on your opener, you're fucked. You need something you can do for 5 probably on your opener, just in case something goes wrong, because it probably will do. Like, people are stupid. You're gonna forget something. You're gonna not do something that the judge tells you. You're not gonna be clued up on a lift. Like, things are probably gonna go wrong. So for that reason, definitely get someone to come with you and do your attempt cards. There's things people don't think about when they do the powerlifting because they're not experienced, so it's not really their fault. But if you bring a friend with you to come into, they can be your coach for the day, so they're allowed in the warm-up area, preferably an experienced lifting friend or lifting buddy. Write out your attempts, write out your warm-ups, do it exactly as is written out. So if you're opening at 300 in the squat, then you're going to warm up with a bar for 10, 135 for 10, 185 for 6, 225 for 5, 240 for 2, singles up to 300. Take 300 in the warm-up room with commands, and then get your ass on the platform in time. When your name gets called, come out straight away. Like, make sure your handler, your coach is listening to the attempts or watching the screen. They know when you're coming out. They get you out in time. They help you load the bar, strip the bar, preferably load and strip for you. A luxury you might not get unless you got 2 or 3 people helping you. Basically, you just want to show up, have all the crap dealt with. You want any stress of make sure you get your attempt card in after your first attempt, get your attempt card in after your second attempt. Just make sure, do as much planning as you can possibly so the day goes smoothly. You just want to soak up the atmosphere, enjoy it, go out, lift, have a good time, socialise a bit, get to know the lifters, go out afterwards. You just want to have a good time. And you want to go 9 for 9, and that's easy. Because if you go out and you open too heavy and you bomb, and you're going to have a shit time, I'll guarantee you that. So you don't want to have a shit time, you want to definitely have a good time. So definitely don't go for personal best, so it's just fucking stupid. Don't cut weight, don't be stupid. Like, you can cut a little bit of weight, you can maybe do the carb backloading and let your body weight come down, but don't force the issue. Don't cut the weight class, for the love of God. Don't try to set PBs in your first meet. Just go 9 for 9. Get it all organised so it goes smoothly. Make sure you're clued up, you've done your research, you know what you're doing, and just go out and enjoy yourself. That's what you should do. Don't worry about the regime, don't worry about the diet, don't worry about the weight class. Train up to the meet, and then do your attempts that you know for a fact you'll do, and just enjoy it. And that's your advice for your first meet. Don't worry about anything else. This is Mark of your Daily Strength Coach podcast signing out. Any questions, comments, leave them below, please, in the YouTube. Send me an email to speedpowerperformance@gmail.com. You know the drill by now. Until next time, this is Mark signing out. And even though we had different days, the same drama with things went wrong, we blame.
I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell. And who thinking elementary? Hey,